Okay, so this is probably going to be a bit of a shorter video, but it was just kind of addressing what my students were saying to me regarding, so I don't have that much time. It just feels like there's so much things coming at me left and right, and I don't have everything, or I don't have the time to study for everything. What do I do? Now, of course, it is a very difficult period right now for you guys because there's so much going on, so much pressure from left and right, and so many subjects that you have to revise, and also the level of detail that you probably have to go through and then do past exam papers. Okay, I'll be honest with you guys. I use that same excuse as well when I say, oh my gosh, there's just so many subjects. How do they expect us to do all of this, right? In such a short period of time, we need to cram all these things, and then we got papers and got, exams, like 2-3 exams during a day. How do we go about doing this stuff? How do I find the time? Now, the first thing that I would say, and this might sound harsh, but listen, I think the moment I'm going to start saying these things, probably again, like I said before, 95% are just going to click away. Yeah, because they're not going to like what I'm about to say. It's the truth, but they don't like that. And they think like, no, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But what I would say first is you need to cut activities or things that you're doing that does not bring value to your life. And what do I mean by this? Whether you're watching Netflix, whether you're watching TV, whether you're on your phone, social media, and all these things, if it's not bringing you any sort of value, cut that down. You are wasting your time. And you will be surprised how much time you can just save by just doing those things straight away. Okay? You'll find the time for yourself. Things like, going out with your friends. Do you really need it at this moment in time? Do you really need that? Like, have you asked yourself that question? Me going out with my friends, what benefit is it going to do? Yes, the benefit is I can talk with them, I can interact with them, great. But other than that, what's the benefit? You are in an exam period, okay? And in an exam period, you need to be focused, hyper-focused in what you are doing. So things like that, like I said in the previous video, your friends will understand, okay? Your friends will understand, and that's fine. It's only a certain period of time. But things like those things, like, going out, watching Netflix, all these things, try and count, what I would actually, do this. It just came to me right now. Do this, right? Maybe keep it for the first week, maybe this week or next week. Track a tally of how many hours you are spending on all these things I've said. Just do that. Do that one thing first for 1 week, okay? If you don't want to go straight into this, just do it for 1 week. Track, okay, how long are you spending on Netflix? How long are you spending on computers or anything like this, social media, whatever? How long are you spending going out? How long are you spending going out to eat or just hang about? Keep a tally. Keep a track record of that. And if you do, put it down in the comment section how long you're spending, because I'll be very, very interested to see how many hours that is. I can already see it's going to be a lot of hours. This is actually good. This is very good advice. I didn't actually have this planned, but it just came to my mind. Is track a tally first. Get a tally of how many hours you're spending on all these activities. Activities that do not bring value to you right now, okay? So anything that's not going to help you in your revision and getting those revision done and the techniques, all these kind of things. List down activities that are not going to bring you any sort of value that's going to help you with your revision. Anything that's just taking away time where you could be spending time to revise, to exam questions, practice, and all these things. Write these activities down. And then under each of these activities, when you do them, if you're about to do them, if you're subconsciously, you're going to do them, track it down. Track it down for the first week, right? See how many hours you're spending, and then put it down there. And then at the end of the week on a Sunday, have a total for that week and see how many hours you have. You will be surprised. You will be surprised how many hours that is. And in that, you can already see, my gosh, I spent this amount of time doing all these activities that's not helping me. Okay, I need to start cutting these things down. Now, just so you guys know, that could be extreme. I don't want you guys to cut everything down, right? I did that. I guess I'm a bit of an extreme guy. I went cold turkey, but I know some people are not going to be like that, and I understand that completely. And the way you want to ease into it is start cutting down one activity first and then build it up if it's too difficult for you. That's how you do it. That's how you improve, all right? So you don't need to cut everything down unless you want to do that. Listen, hey, kudos to you. Is it kudos? Kudos? Okay, whatever. Good for you, right? Great. But if you can't do that because it's too much, start looking at the activities that you can cut. Okay, and then build it up. And then, like, for example, if you're watching Netflix or a series and normally you do that for 1 hour, okay, how about taking an hour off for Netflix? And then take that 1 hour and spend it on your revision, on your practice, but the other activities you keep. Once you feel okay with it, you can, okay, what's the next activity that I can take? Okay, maybe I don't need to spend too much time on my phone. Okay, so we'll remove that a bit as well. That's how you build up the tolerance. That's how you build up momentum. So I would say that that's actually very, very good advice. Gosh, I can't believe I did not write that. So it just came to me. So yeah, do that. Try and do that. That will help you so much. And it will help you to tackle those voices in your head thinking like, oh my gosh, I don't have time, because now you're actually doing something about it. See, a lot of students, they say they don't have time, right? They don't have the time or this and that, but then you have to ask yourself, okay, you don't have the time, but what are you doing about it? How many hours do you sleep? Some say 10 hours, 12 hours. And I say, well, you don't need 10, 12 hours to sleep, especially in this period. You don't need that much. I would say 7, 8 hours. That's what I got anyway. I had 7, 8 hours is enough. So if you're already doing 10 hours, you're already saving 2 hours per day. So 2 hours per day times that by 7, that's 14 hours that you could have just taken to revise. Already, look how much time that is. 14 hours per week extra if you just cut down your sleep by 2 hours. And that's not really cutting down your sleep, by the way, right? You don't need 12 hours of sleep. Like, I don't get it. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe I think differently. I don't know. But I just felt that, I always feel that, I don't need more than, okay, now I'm a bit different. But back then I said, okay, 7 to 8 is enough for me. I don't need more than that, because I need to spend the other time putting it into productive use. If I sleep for 10 hours, listen, I've got the whole summer holiday after my GCSEs. I can chill, I can relax, I can sleep 14, 16 hours if I want. But right now, my time is required. My input is required. I need to put my focus on this. You got to ask yourself that question. Like, what's more important for you right now? Is your sleep more important, or is the studies more important? And by the way, sleep is very important. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you should not get sleep. Like, I'm not saying you sleep for 2 to 4 hours. That's not what I'm saying. You can sleep for 7, 8 hours and still get quality sleep. So before people putting down the comments, oh, look at this guy saying this and that, I want you guys to understand you're still getting your quality sleep in, but it's like trying to cut down a bit. Yeah, I think that's what I would say, guys. I think that's a fantastic, practical thing that you guys can do right now, is to track down where that time goes. And once you've tracked that time, listen, man, like, stop putting those time for your revision. And those voices, they'll go, because you're actually doing something practical about it. You're actually taking action and saying, okay, I'm going to put this time on this time on this time on this. And when you do this week in, week out, man, you know what I'm about to say. You're not even going to think about, I don't have the time, because you are so efficient. You are a productive machine. Bang, 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 bang. And then you'll probably realize, right? You'll probably realize when you do this, you're going to have more time to yourself. You're going to have more time to yourself because you've been so efficient in how you've been doing it, that you're like, okay, I've done this. Okay, I've got a bit of time to myself. And when you have that time to yourself, then relax. That's the time you should be relaxing. That's the time that's basically saying you've done a good job. Well done. Now take this break. Take this time that you have for you, because, you've done what you set out to do. Fantastic. Go and enjoy it. That's how you should, really kind of look at time from that perspective. So this is a bit of a shorter video, but listen, I just shared one thing that can change the whole course for you guys. Whether you want to do it or not, listen, that is up to you. But I guarantee you, if you start doing these kind of things, you're not going to be complaining about, I don't have much time. The question that you have to ask yourself at the end is, what are you doing about it? Not me, not your parents, not your friends. You. What are you going to do about it? You're the one who's going to take the responsibility. It's on you. Are you going to rise to the occasion and say, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for me, not for anyone else. I'm going to do this for me. And I'm going to prove to everyone else that I can do it. Or are you going to say, this is too much pressure, I can't do this. Oh, no. That's on you. That's your choice. Whichever choice you make, you will bear the consequences or the good fortunes of the choice you make. At the end of the day, it all relies on you. I can help you guys out. I can try and give you advice. I can try and give you the things I did wrong. But at the end of the day, guys, listen, it all comes back to you. What do you want to become in your life? Who do you want to become in your life? What do you want to make out of your life? That's how you got to look at it. Everything is going to be difficult. But once you get past that difficulty, man, you reach another level, you're going to go to the next level. It's as simple as that. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.